let's continue on with our cart functions and see if we can make this make sense. So after we finish this add to cart, let's add in here. One of the other things we want to do is to add a const to remove from cart. So thankfully for us, this is going to be a lot easier. What do I need to remove something from the cart? I need to know which project it is that we need to remove from the cart. So I can just grab the project ID, which I define as a number. And by the way, did you notice that my errors went away? I don't know what that was with the C in the previous cart. So who knows? And so if we remove from the cart, what do I want to do? Well, I want to set the cart. So again, we've got this cart that is sitting out here in state. I want to set this cart equal to whatever the previous cart, I need to receive what the previous cart was. And then what I'm going to do is go into the previous cart and filter, which we've used before. This basically goes in and removes items, is a method that goes in and removes items. So previous cart dot filter. And then I'm going to filter based on, again, it's going to go through each row. And so I'm going to set it just equal to C again, each row as they come through. Let's check the C.project ID and see if it is not equal to whatever the project ID is as we're removing this from the cart that they've passed in. So go look and see if any projects. We're going to filter out all the projects that are not equal to the project ID that we're looking at, and then we're going to take and put that into our previous cart. We're going to set the cart equal to the result of this is basically the best way of saying that. So we take the previous cart, we're going to go look at the previous cart, and we're going to filter out anything that is not equal to the project ID and set that equal to our cart. I'll make sure I've done that right. So look at that. I'm saying, is that right? So let's look at filter function TypeScript. So the filter method creates a new array with elements that pass the test provided by the callback function. So if we have this list of numbers, 23, 45, 89, 7, and 98, and I say filter any numbers that are greater than 10, then what I get back is those numbers. So it's taking out 7. So the thing that's confusing to me that I think I've done wrong here in my notes, I just was looking at it as I'm typing it out, we're getting here, and by the way, I need a semicolon on there. We're going to filter based on project ID is not equal to project ID. Oh, is not equal to project ID. Okay. Sorry, I was reading this wrong. So if it's not equal to the project ID, then we're going to filter it out. And what's going to be remaining are those that are equal to the project. No. Help me out. It's not even the afternoon either. Why can't I say this correctly? We're going to go in and filter out any that are not equal to the project ID. But that's, yeah, filter out. I close the page. I think we want to filter those that are equal to the project ID. And then what's going to be left is those that aren't equal to the project ID. I think I just made a typo. And that's what we're going to set the cart to. All right, we'll see if I'm right or wrong in the way I'm reading the filter working. Post in the comments if you think I'm a complete idiot. Okay. Const, and then the last thing we need to do is set up this clear cart. So clear cart, please don't actually post that. That would, my ego could not take it. So for the clear cart, this is going to be even more simple. we're just going to go set the cart without receiving anything in equal to an empty array. And now we're using our clear cart function. So this is our code for our context file. We've gone in, we've set up. Now some of these things it's saying it's never used. In fact, hopefully that's all these different errors. Oh, the React node isn't. That's one. If we do a quick fix on the React node, we can update the import to include React node as well. So we're going to get the children. You'll see how we set this up in just a minute as we use this, implement this cart provider. Cart context type not used, children declared not used, cart declared not used, add to cart not used, remove from cart not used, and then clear cart. So that's okay. We're going to fix all this in a minute. But we've basically set up, so this is actually the function, so to speak, called a cart provider that's receiving information and then doing, saying this is what, when we set up a cart provider, I'm going to go set up my cart element to look like this. I'm going to go set up my add to cart function to look like this. I'm going to go set up my remove from cart function to look like this. And then I'm going to set my clear cart function to look like this. So when an instance of this cart context type is used, then it will go set up all this information based on that. All right, so now we need to actually, as part of this, we're going to go in and tell React we're going to use a context file. So this error here, we're going to tell it we're going to use a context file. So I'm going to say const cart context equals what? And so this is where we're going to call a method called create context, which belongs to React. And what type are we going to create? Well, we're going to create one called a cart context type, which we're using above. And then the type is just going to be undefined. And the default state, or the default value, is going to be undefined. All right, so now we've used a create cart context. So the last thing we need to do is, as a result of this function called cart provider, at the end here, we need to return something. So we're going to return and what we're going to return is a cart context, which is this thing, right? Dot provider value equals, and then in here we're going to add in the cart, the add to cart, the remove from cart, and the clear cart. I can see, as I'm going through this, I can just see that I can just kind of hear you going, what in the world is he even doing? Again, we're gonna, in a minute, we'll go back and recap all this, and I think it'll make a little more sense. And then what goes inside of those is the children that we've received up here. But I got some sort of error. Let's save. Oh no, I don't. I just needed to save. And then let's see. So we've got everything there, and that's, I think we're good there. And then after all this, we're going to give the way for the user. This is like creating our own React hook is what we're doing here. And we're going to give the user a way to call this, not the user, the other programmer. So const, we're going to create something called use cart. And that's going to be equal to, I'll have to type fast here, const context equals, we're going to use the context and pass in the cart context that we've built. And then we can just put in some error handling. If the context, if there isn't a context file, throw a new error. And we'll say use cart must be used within a cart provider. And then if there's not an error, then what we'll do is return the context that we've created. Okay, save that. So we'll implement this all in just a minute. It doesn't like use context. I think that's what we wanted though. Use context. Oh, let's look at our quick fixes. And import from React. Okay, I feel better. Create context is going to be the same thing. Update the import from React so we can see now we're creating the context there, using the context. And so anyway, let's see if we can figure this all out, what we just did, what it all means, and we'll do that in the next video. Sorry for going over. Spencer out.